The doctor told me this afternoon that I have cancer. My instant reaction was to cry and shake. So you know when you hear the word cancer, you really, you think instant death right away, right? And I was alone, and when my doctor called me, and right away I called my pastor. That was the first phone call I made, called my pastor, and then he prayed for me.
Tribal Trails, Tribal Trails.
Welcome to Tribal Trails. We are so glad that you joined the program today. And our guest on the show today is Donna Lakey, and we're in Bonnyville visiting her. And she has a deep subject, and I'm really looking forward to hearing her story and her battle with cancer that affects so many of our lives, individually or even with our family. So Donna, thank you for willingness to share the truth and the pain that you went through with us. Thank you.
Thank you. I think from a program I said something about it seemed like everything in my life was under fire.
Yeah.
And then, but I said at least I have my health.
Yeah.
And it's interesting how things work out. So I use this to write notes for some of the programs we were working on.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, I think it was, I was looking through it and I thought, oh, I did do a couple of journal entries from the time in 2004. Like I wrote this in June 7th, 2004. And I've neglected journal writing and other things for that matter. I got discouraged with everything and just quit trying. It just seems like an uphill battle with my health. And like I was talking about life being too much.
Yeah.
And then today, I'm also going to get a biopsy on a lump in my breast. One of these days, life will come together for me. I'm not saying I have it hard, but I'm tired of being tired.
Yeah.
So I wrote that in 2004. Yeah. I had gone for a mammogram. And you know how sometimes when you go somewhere, you have a sense that something's not right. And then, but I think I'll backtrack before I get to the mammogram.
Okay.
So I was spending a lot of time in the gym, exercising, doing resistance training.
Yeah.
And I pulled a pectoral muscle when I was weightlifting, and so I went to see my doctor. So the doctor checked it out and said, yes, we'll refer you to a physiotherapist. Yeah. And I had gotten dressed, and I was at the door. I had my hand on the door handle. And then I said, oh, by the way, doctor, can you check this lump? And I turned around, and then that was when she sent me for a mammogram.
Yeah.
And then they were now, so that was June 7th, 2004. I got out of, I got a mammogram and an ultrasound was done right away. And then they said, we're sending you for a biopsy. Yeah. So I got downstairs and I sat in my vehicle and I called my sister Corrine. And I said, I don't have a good feeling about this. And can you pray for me? Yeah. So then on June the 12th, so I wrote, everything seems surreal. The doctor told me this afternoon that I have cancer. My instant reaction was to cry and shake. Candace, my friend Candace Ladrud, came over. My cousin Sherry was here. Then Angie came and the four of us went for supper. Sherry and I went for a walk. Lil, Peggy and Juliet came in. Jordan sent me flowers. Cor, Mum, Squeed, Zeta and Cassie came in later. Lauren, Shannon came in as well. They have been a source of strength. I don't know the road ahead of me, what it looks like, but thank God my life is in His hands. So you know when you hear the word cancer, you really, you think instant death right away, right? And I think back at that time, it seems like cancer is such a common disease today.
Yes.
And I think back in 2004 when someone said you have cancer, then you know right away it's a death sentence. Yeah. So
A difficult journey
a
for sure.
difficult journey for sure.
Yep.
And the thing too is you don't know anything right away because they have to do tests, they have to do
Yeah.
this, they have to do that. And so that was on a Friday afternoon and I was alone. And when my doctor called me, and right away I called my pastor. That was the first phone call I made. Called my pastor, and then he prayed. He prayed for me.
Yeah.
And then
And you were living.
I was living in Edmonton at the time.
Oh, okay.
And then my family started coming in, and then so a bunch of my family were in, and then on Saturday, when I wasn't home, my doctor called to see how I was doing, and then my sister I answered the phone and just to let the doctor know that family was with me. So Friday, I got the news that I had cancer, and on Tuesday, the next week, I was sitting with a surgeon already. So they do all these different
Spiritually,
things.
how did you deal with that?
Well, I think like you know what I said here?
Yeah.
Thank God my life is in His hands.
Yes. Okay.
That was what I,
Yeah.
you don't know. No one knows.
Yeah.
But as time goes on, then they start doing the tests. Then they're able to say, they check to see, and really thank God it didn't get into my lymph nodes, because they did the
Right.
testing to see if it got into
Yep.
the lymph nodes.
Yeah.
And then they, after the surgery, they tested the tumor, and they said it was a grade 3, stage 3 cancer,
Wow.
aggressive cancer.
Yep.
And like one of my coworkers said to me, it had to be aggressive because it was you. That's what she says to me, right? And then I laughed at, this is my friend Lisa, and I laughed at her because she said, oh, like I went to buy you flowers and I broke the vase in there. and she says, I really used you. I said, my friend, she's got cancer, and I just broke the vase, and they gave me a free vase, she said, and when she brought the flowers to me. But that is the part that was of strength to me.
They operated right away?
Yes, they set the operation right away. Mm-hmm. And then they said I would need chemotherapy, and then I did radiation as well too. Yeah. So after surgery, they wait a while. Like everything, like I say, it's not. You're always waiting. They're going to find out. You're always waiting. And then when they did the surgery, and then when I got out of surgery, my family came in for the surgery, and then I had to wait a while, and then they started the chemotherapy, and it was like a strong chemotherapy. Yeah. So within 2 weeks, like my hair was gone, and then my nieces, my funny niece said to me, like, I said, Angie, like, I think my eyelashes are all gone now. And then she goes, well, there's 2 or 3 of them. So we'd have those funny times. Yep. And then my nephew Dean was just a good, strong support for me too as well. He came right away as soon as we found out. And so you go through this, and you really see God taking care of you. And the biggest thing that you really struggle with is fear. Plus, too, it's not all that fun when you're just there's always needles or whatever. And, my veins were not good. So then, they said, we'll have to start using your feet, because they couldn't, for all the needles or tests and different things they had to do. That was the struggle, was getting good veins, right?
Right.
And I remember this one came and looked at me, and I was trying to find a vein, and then, and I thought, and I said to him, good for you, because he said, I'm not going to be able to find the vein for you. I'm going to find somebody else, because then some people keep trying, right?
Yes, they move that needle around and dig.
Mm-hmm. So then when I did I did the chemotherapy, and I was really sick. I I had, like eating was a struggle.
Yeah.
I couldn't, I hardly could drink, but you know,
How,
they keep
how
telling.
long? How long did you take the radiation?
Well,
How was it? Every week? Every
well,
day?
it was chemotherapy first.
Chemo?
So I would
Oh,
go.
okay.
I would go to the Cross Cancer Institute, and a
Okay.
wonderful place to get help, right? And then I would sit there, and then they would give me the two types of chemotherapy, and then also the steroids or whatever else they need to put, and anti-nausea, because they said that even if at the tiniest of a drop fell on your skin, you would be violently ill. So then I know at one point there, during my first round of chemotherapy, you can't even describe when you get sick from it, the nausea or anything. You can't describe what it feels like, right? It's a different type of, you want to throw up, but it's totally a different type. But so I went through the chemotherapy, and then after they wait a while again, they run more tests. So like around day 7 to 10,
Yeah.
I would have to not see anybody because no immune system, right?
Yes.
And so there's different things that they tell you:
okay.
don't cut your nails, don't shave, don't scratch your legs, or because of infection. Like
Yep.
some infection could get into your body. So I found those days of not seeing anybody really tough, and for someone who likes to be with people involved in the craziness of living, that was really hard for me. The one interesting thing, my sister Sharon had come to be with me during that time, because they all took turns looking after me, and then my sister Sharon was there, and I remember being in this place of real desolation. Like I just felt I was in this desolate place. And I remember thinking, of different people that I know in life that for some reason, like deep hurts, a hard life, the struggles. Is that the feeling that they have? That desolate feeling, like if you stop and then you're forced to look at your life, is that what they have, that desolate feeling? And so, for me, like
How did God get you through that? How did
think
you
it was-
see Him?
I think it was that whole idea that God knows
Okay.
you, He's looking after you,
Yeah.
and we're all going to die. You just don't know how,
Or
I mean,
when.
not a good thought, but that's
Or
what's going to
when.
happen, or
Yes.
when,
Yep.
or what is
Yep.
going to happen to you. So it's.
Did you have any peace?
Well, yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, like the day of the surgery, we just my sisters, we walked to the hospital.
Yeah.
So you start looking at, say, even that desolate place, and I was familiar with that place because in my childhood I did feel like there was desolation there, like, but there again, something to learn, and where God says, well, I'll be with you. And then so after I was done that, then I had to start the radiation, and then by then you start feeling like you're alive. Like most of the time you feel like you're dead. Like you try to eat, you try to drink because you can't. And then I used to take showers or bath all the time because I guess the chemicals coming through your pores. You could go like this and just smell the chemicals on your body, and I'd have to shower, like the sores in your mouth. Then like my fingernails went black, toenails, just from the chemotherapy. So it's not really a fun experience.
In essence, the treatment is they're killing.
Oh yes,
part of your body.
They kill every cell in your body with
Yep.
hopes of destroying the bad
Cancer.
cells, right?
Yeah.
And then but in between, I think I was, because I don't remember much of it, but you would have this really different type of being so tired. Like I can never describe the fatigue. Your body is just really under that. But after one of those times, and during like what we would consider a safe period, Gift Lake friends and family did a fundraiser for me, right? And but I remember the first person that gave me the money, my brother Joe. We call him Joe. My brother Joe came to me. And he called me aside and he said, Donna, I'm going to talk to you first, he says to me. He says, people want to help. And you don't like taking help from people. But they want to help. And you need to be able to just say thank you. That was a lesson I had to learn. I take a little bit easier now, right? and then we you know, so then I went through the radiation treatments. By then I was well, and my good friend, and she's actually my cousin, came to look after me, Angeline, would drive me to the Cross Cancer Institute because I would be going every day. Yeah. And times when I would look at, I say normal people that could walk across, because even moving was very hard for me, like to get up and move. Yeah. That things that you take for granted in life, you're sidelined and you can't be fully participating as you did before. So then when I was done my radiation, I had this crazy idea to go, because I wasn't ready to go back to work full time. I then went to Providence in Otterburn, Manitoba for a semester.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't really tell anybody what I had just come through, but I always remember when I would sit down in class, I would wait till the class emptied out, because there was no guarantee I could get myself off the chair, and I didn't want anybody to see that I couldn't. Like the I say kids because a lot of them were young, right? They would come walking by me. Can I carry that for you? Can I carry that for you? But I think it was because my fatigue level was still really bad. Yeah. In the library, like my sister, because they lived in Niverville there, and my friend, they would come looking for me, and chances were I would be sleeping in the library because I could only type maybe 5 minutes. Like my fatigue was really bad like that. And I couldn't. But later on, we did find out that because of what the chemotherapy did, it also affected my thyroid glands. So then when I came back for my checkup, then the doctor tested me for that and then put me on Synthroid to help me with that. But I wanted to say when it says, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And they will not sweep over you. And you honestly feel like, I'm going to drown, I'm not going to make it. You have all these thoughts. It says, when you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. For I am the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, your Savior. So it a difficult, overwhelming experience to go through. And so I found that, going through that, you come out appreciating your life and your health a lot more.
What about compassion for other people?
Well, definitely, like when you hear people having cancer, you know all the emotions that they go through. Yeah. And I think my biggest advice was always, fear. That's your biggest battle, is fear.
And that's a terrible feeling. Yeah.
And then, like, God is not a spirit of fear. Yeah. And so I that's usually what I'll say is, the fear part of it, deal with it, and then just go through one experience at a time. Yeah. Don't think months ahead. Like today now, like I would go and work out at the gym at the Cross Cancer Institute. I was part of a research. They were trying to find out what helped to exercise, aerobic exercise or weight training, what helped. And
Yeah.
then I found from, you go to the gym and all the ladies are bald, so you fit right in. You
Yep.
took off your wig.
Yeah.
And then they said if you exercise before you go to treatment or before they start testing you, because they're always testing you, it helps. And that's, so you'd find out different helps like that as you were
Yeah.
going. So I would say, like Rita, like I say, all of us are going to end up in the casket at some
Yeah.
point. But today,
Yeah.
we're alive today.
Yeah.
There's a lot we can do.
Yeah.
There's a lot we can enjoy in this day.
Yeah.
And then we have no guarantee of any other
Yeah.
long extended period of time.
I noticed your book there. This book? Yeah. What does it say?
It says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Proverbs 3:6.
Do you feel that's true?
Oh, it's true. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is true.
Yeah.
And you have to learn to laugh.
You do.
You do.
You do.
You can't always be sad and cry. Like, you have to learn to
No.
laugh.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
there's lots to learn.
Yeah. There is lots to learn. Maybe you're going through cancer at this time in different stages. And the fear is coming into your life, into your heart and your mind, and it can overwhelm you. And Donna just finished sharing that fear is not from the Lord. And the sooner we deal with it, the better it is for you. So maybe in this time of your life, you don't know how to deal with that. We at the mission here have books and pamphlets, and also prayer. If you need prayer for that, phone us on the number that's on the screen, and we would be so glad to hear. Call a friend like Donna did, the pastor to pray for you, and get some people to surround you, to support you. Don't go alone, because that's a difficult path. So we pray for you that as you journey, that God would be with you. God bless.